The most striking symbol of the resurrection of Jesus Christ is also the most simple: an empty cross. Although the cross itself reminds us that Jesus suffered an agonizing death as he hung there, its emptiness reminds us that suffering is not the end. He overcame his suffering and death through the power of his resurrection. The empty cross tells us that new life is possible, that suffering and death will not have the final word, however great that suffering has been. That's a powerful message, one that can become lost because of our over-familiarity with the image of the cross. We see it every week in church and every day in our homes, and it can become an accepted part of the background to our lives. Easter is a time to take a step back, to spend time looking at the cross and all that it tells us. It is more than just a reminder of our Christian faith, and that the source of our strength is in our risen Saviour. It is a reminder of the very foundation of that faith, that new life is always possible, however difficult and painful life may be at the moment. It is a symbol that with God, there is always the potential for a new beginning. There is always hope. Resurrection is not just for Easter, but for every day. Mary stood outside the tomb, weeping, and as she wept, she peered into the tomb and saw two angels in white sitting there, one at the head and one at the feet, where the body of Jesus had lain. They asked her, "Why are you weeping?" She answered, "They have taken my Lord away. I do not know where they have laid him." With these words she turned round and saw Jesus standing there, but she did not recognize him. Jesus asked her, "Why are you weeping? Who are you looking for?" Thinking it was the gardener, she said, "If it is you, sir, who removed him, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." Jesus said, "Mary." She turned and said to him, "Rabboni." "Do not cling to me," said Jesus, "for I have not yet ascended to the Father. But go to my brothers and tell them that I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary of Magdala went to tell the disciples. "I have seen the Lord," she said, and gave them his message. John's account of the first Easter morning, when Mary has been left at the empty tomb by the other two disciples, is poignant. She is in tears, so frantic to know where Jesus' body has been taken that she does not recognize him until he speaks her name. The natural human response then would be to rush forward and embrace him, to touch him, to find out whether he is real, to hug him in sheer delight. But Jesus says, "Do not hold on to me." It seems a harsh thing to say when human touch can be so healing, but it is also the reality of resurrection. If we are to make a fresh start, we cannot cling on to the past, otherwise we will bring it with us and repeat the mistakes we have made. "Do not cling on to me," he said. "But how can I let him go? He is woven into the fabric of my life. He gave me my life, gave it purpose and meaning. And now I have to let him go." "Do not cling on to me," he said. "But what else is left to me? Without him I have no purpose. I am a traveller without a map, a child without a guiding hand that gives me the strength to face the unknown. I cannot let go. Do not cling on to me. Do not live in your memories, finding meaning only in the past, just because the future feels empty. You are more than memories, more than a part of someone else. You are not defined by who you were, but by who you are now. You do not need to cling on to the known, because you are afraid of the unknown. Do not cling to me, but follow me, through death to resurrection and fullness of life.